to Stora mossen. This is, to me, kind of a weird little station. It's a bit strange. You can walk to the end of the platform and you can basically see all the way to the next station. This is looking northbound, timetable north, which is geographically west. And the next station is Abrahamsberg. You can see it, actually. I'm not sure whether the camera will pick it up, but I can see the station canopy. I'm looking in the viewfinder and I'm not sure it's very visible, but I can definitely see it anyway because it's just not very far away. This line between Kungsholmen, basically Fridhemsplan, Torridsplan, and Islandstorget, of course, was originally a tramway, a streetcar line or a light rail line that used to run all the way into central Stockholm. And this line was converted to tunnelbana. Nokibybanan, which you can connect to at Alvik, was preserved as basically a light rail line. And the third line that used to run from Alvik west went to Ulvsunda, and that was abandoned when the tunnelbana opened in 1952. So, yeah, but anyways, we can look at the station a little bit. Here's our closed circuit television, and there's our station name sign. I do love the fact that the name Stora mossen can be translated into English as big bog, because Stor means big or large, and mosse is basically a bog. So I don't think there's much bog left here. It's pretty built up, as you can see. There's this busy road over here that we've seen in at least one other video, and then back there are just apartment buildings. So yeah, so this is kind of a quiet little station. I like that building that you may be able to see up on the hill in the distance. With that steeple, it almost seems like a church, but it doesn't seem to have the architectural form of a church, so I don't know. But anyway, we can look around a little bit here. Leave the station, see how things look. And then we'll basically be done here. Aha! This is kind of interesting to see. This gentleman is practicing cross-country skiing. When I'm out cycling, I see those people fairly often. So we've got Hässelbystrand 2 minutes, Vällingby 3 minutes, Åkeshov 6 minutes. That's peak service. But it's about 7:20 in the evening. So I suspect that train that's going to Vällingby will go out of service at Vällingby and into the yard there. She started talking because I walked under her, by the way, or under the sign, I should say. By the way, years ago, back in over there, if you can see back in that kind of rock outcropping over there, there was a somewhat scary motorcycle club. I can't remember which one, but I always thought that was a little weird. And yeah, anyway. Oh, what's happening here? Aha. You can see in English, rail replacement going on between Kristineberg and Stora mossen. Because it's happening at night, I think this is mostly for people who live here. But anyway, let's see down here. And this is another station. You're probably tired of hearing me say it, but this is another station that I have never used, never entered or exited the system at this station before. So, okay. Let's see. there's the square that they're talking about. If you read this description of the artwork, the beam that runs along the typical wooden platform roof has been colored orange and now acts as a signpost. These tiles, which are manufactured in Höganäs, also decorate the Sydney Opera House, and that is also very interesting. Huh, okay. I don't think there's a whole lot to see outside the station, but we'll just take a quick look. I may be wrong. You never know what you're going to find. Oh, this is cute. It's a little Thai takeaway right there. And they do have a few tables and chairs, so there is a little bit of seating. And there's the southbound for Skarpnäck, leaving the station. So that's coming from Åkeshov. During the summer, when the Forster branch was shut down, basically all of the trains that left Hässelbystrand headed for Skarpnäck, and the trains to Hagsätra originated at Hötorget. So, yeah, I think we've pretty much seen everything there is on this side. By the way, the sign that says Station Stora mossen is, in my experience, unusual. It's kind of like the one that you will see later at Åkeshov. So, by the way, we can look at the station's hours of operation. Basically, there's the tunnelbana runs all night on Friday night and Saturday night, and the night before a public holiday. So, yeah. Yeah, there's that rock outcropping I was talking about with the little place in it. The motorcycle club I'm talking about may have been farther along. You could see it from the tunnelbana, but of course, as I say, I've never left the system here before, so the train leaving for Hässelbystrand. So I've never been down here and tried to look for it. But anyway, so yeah, that is Stora mossen. So we will head back up. Here's the orange beam we're talking about. Apparently this is an art, so I did not realize that. So, yeah. Okay. Let's check it out on the other side. Yep, same thing. Okay, so I think this is Stora mossen, and I'm going to shut this down. So, thank you for being with me, and I'll see you next time.